And for me, I think that bringing women to mediation table, we add more value. We add, more, I think, even more successes.
Patriarchy assigns certain roles to women, and those kind of confine women to the home. So peace mediation is in the public arena, and so women are excluded from that, even though women have excellent peace mediation skills. Peace, or the lack of peace, has its roots in the structures and injustices and exclusion that are the practices in society.
There is such a thing as women's issues. There are issues that are particular to women, experiences that are particular to women on this continent, on the continent of Africa. And these issues require engagement of, responses from women. The women who are affected, and the women who maybe have expertise and knowledge on how to deal with some of these issues.
When women are excluded from mediation and peace negotiations, a lot of critical issues that affect women are not actually included in peace agreements. And yet, at the end of the day, women are actually expected to implement these peace agreements. And there's a lot of sole reliance on the participation of women in post-conflict reconstruction, in implementation of peace agreement, and yet they have not played any role in defining that.
What needs to change is the way we look at who are parties to the conflict. That's the first thing. Who are parties to the conflict? You have to see survivors as parties to the conflict. You cannot have somebody come and just mutilate a whole lot of people and say they have nothing to do with this discussion. They have something, they have an interest in this discussion. So that needs to change. The interpretation of who are parties to the conflict needs to change so that women can at least have a place at the table. In Africa, how many psychiatrists do we have? How many trauma specialists do we have? In Liberia, there were 2. And these things are not on the agenda of post-conflict rehabilitation and reconstruction. So we are saying women's ways of knowing is to say that the reconstruction programs is not just about reconstruction of infrastructure. It's reconstruction of the bodies of people who have been violated. And there are men who are violated as well. War destroys the moral fiber of society. And these programs that give these ex-combatants some food and clothes and whatever and send them back to their villages are necessary, but so highly inadequate. And women are trying to bring these kinds of points to the table.
We must have grassroots women because grassroots women know the issues. They can tell us what the issues are in their own words. We need the academics and the researchers and the think tanks, the people who use words in fancy ways that they can communicate with the whole world. We need those people to translate what the grassroots women are saying into language that would allow the necessary people, the people with the money, to read and understand. But at the same time, we need to also assist the grassroots women to be able to write and speak in that language.
I don't see the reason why they should be questioning acceptability of women when they have no proof that actually women are not acceptable by both parties in conflict. I don't see the reason why the African Union should dwell on the competence of women when they have no proof that women are actually not competent. I don't see the reason why the African Union cannot stand firm to support women with potentials in mediation.
We want the African Union to appoint a high-level envoy. So we want this special envoy to be well-staffed, well-resourced in order to do the work that needs to be done to get Resolution 1325 implemented.
It's important to have a database of all these women, look at their competence, look at their understanding of the issues, identify their gaps, strengths, and weaknesses, and look at the critical things that are necessary within mediation.
When men work alone, they are working with one hand and one strength, half of their strength. So when women come on board, they work with full strength. Potentials are optimally utilized.
Women are perceived as, best during the negotiations in terms of lobbying, in terms of ensuring that things are done behind the scenes. But I think we need to move forward and remain committed to the policies that we put in place.
We do a lot of our work in the corridors. It's the corridors where we work now, and this is what we are tired of. We want to be at a table.